5 minutes. I'm sure we'll have a few more people that will join. Welcome guys to our Monday night Team Aloha call. We're going to be hearing from a special guest tonight. I asked April to come on our call to discuss what she's done with freemiums and free groups, and she's been very successful at not only running those herself, but duplicating that with her downline. And personally, I haven't had a whole lot of success with free groups. So I asked her to come on the call and share with us what has worked for her and how it's worked for her so that we can learn from someone that it's working for. April is a 2-star diamond coach. She's a 3-star diamond qualifying coach, soon to be elite 2015, I'm sure. There's no doubt. I think she was like, what, you were like number 14 or something in the network at one point, weren't you?
No.
34? You were in the top 100.
It was, at one time it was like 100, but now it's like 130 or something. But never
at one time it was what?
I think the lowest I got down to was like 109. So I'm looking forward to see this.
For some reason, but you were in the top 50 in your region because I saw your name.
No, they put that for the top like 125 or something.
Okay. So in the top 125 in the top 200 in the whole Beachbody coaching network, definitely going to be an elite 2015 coach, no doubt in my mind. She also works her husband business center, which is at 2-star as well. She's a registered clinical exercise physiologist and has a master's in clinical exercise physiology, and she's been a coach for 2.5 years. She's also a Success Club 10 All-Star. And she's going to be sharing with us all her knowledge on free groups and how she's been successful with those.
Well, thank you. I'm super excited to hear. Yeah, no problem. Thanks for asking me. And I'm glad that you'll be doing one for me as well. I'm super excited to learn from you and your team. So yeah, when I first started, my upline, Kelly Hanner, she had a free group, but it was kind of dormant. There weren't really people posting. There was a ton of people and I didn't know who they were. And I was like, I don't really want to add people to this group of people that I don't really know who they are. And so I just said, I'm going to start my own. And so it started off where it was just like a free group. It didn't matter if they had what they were doing, if they were running, if they were doing a Beachbody program, if they were going to the gym, if they were doing Jillian Michaels, I didn't care. I just wanted everybody to get in there, and I wanted us to post and motivate each other. I would ask questions every day, like, what did you do for your workout today? What did you do to make healthier choices? Just kind of asking them things to get them involved. It wasn't like I was recording and editing and doing these like awesome videos or anything. I was literally just posting every day. I would take pictures of my food and share it with them and just say, I've been doing little things this week, like subbing in Greek yogurt for sour cream. How about you guys? So just really generating the general idea was just make little choices every day that are going to help you in the long run. So, and that was really successful. We had people asking about, hey, I need new running shoes. Anybody have any suggestions? I want to do this. And it was a lot of people from my area. I'm from Pittsburgh originally. I live in Charlotte, North Carolina now, but a lot of the people when I first started were from the Pittsburgh area. So it would be like, hey, we're doing a Warrior Dash. Who wants to join it? And like people from my group were coming together and signing up to do Warrior Dashes together, which I was like, dude, this is awesome. Because I had people from college. I had people from high school friends. I had people from work. And through this group, they were able to connect. And I was just kind of connecting them with other like-minded individuals. So, that group slowly started fading out as I became more and more busy with actual real customers that were doing, 21-day fix and those other things. So it kind of faded out. And I said, hey guys, I know this group has been kind of dormant for a while, but I do have a 30-day free exercise group. So just let me know if you want to join. So now I don't have a generic group anymore, but as a new coach, it was so successful. I really loved it. It's just a great way to be like, hey, how are things going? What are you doing? And when you're just first forming people and you're finding out, what are they doing? Are they exercising? Are they struggling? Are they trying to lose weight? Let me just add you to our group. There's a bunch of fun women. We can support you. You can post sweaty selfies. And if I don't see you post, if you want, I can harass you and make sure that you're getting your exercise in. And so then we kind of evolved into like going on Pinterest and searching for exercise, like the 30-day exercise challenge, squat challenge, push-up challenge, whatever. And then we'll go find something. We'll just edit it, put our team name on it, and we'll slap that into a group each month. That will be our pinned post. So they can always, every time we add somebody, we tag them in the pinned post so they can see the schedule. And that's been really successful. People basically are just like, day one done. These are the other workouts I did. And we'll say, tell us if you did something that was really, I did this instead of this today, or, my coworkers brought in cake, but I said no. So we have them really do like non-scale victories a lot. We really encourage them of doing that. If they had something that they were proud of for that day, they're going to post that along with their like day 10 done. And so we do that every month, and it's cool because I have been making my coaches do this either with us as a new coach, or they branch out and create their own. So at any given time, we probably within my downline probably have 7 different free exercise groups, because I'm not in all of them, but as they, are growing, they're going to do their own, because they're realizing that it's basically like a community of you talking to your potential coaches or customers, you talking to your current customers. It's just a really easy way for you to check in on everybody that is on your like list of people that you potentially want to talk to. So I'll post shake pictures in there all the time. Like I call my sexy shake pictures, where it's like overflowing and looks delicious. And I'll be like, oh my gosh, I had this for lunch today and I totally felt like I was cheating, but I'm not. What did you guys have for lunch? And so I'm just doing that, but people are like, what is that? And so it's like a perfect entry to be like, let me tell you what that is. And so I'm not name dropping like, hey, Shakeology is only $129.95 or anything like that. I just will kind of like post a transformation photo here and there and be like, dude, I just have to shout out so-and-so who's in this group, or my sister, like check out her progress. She's down 85 pounds, whether it's 5 pounds, whatever. If you haven't seen any of my posts, my sister has lost 85 pounds with 21 Day Fix and Shakeology and a few other programs. She's amazing. She started as a coach right after she had her first baby, and she's lost all of her baby weight plus some. She's just absolutely amazing. So I always talk about her all the time. And since she's in a lot of our groups, we get to be like, check out this. It's nice when people are interacting with people that they know, instead of just like, oh, I Googled this image and I found this girl and I'm going to talk about her. So it's really cool when you get to be a product of the product, and you're either using your own or one of your coaches or one of your like family members. I have a ton of people that they'll be like, oh my gosh, check out my mom, she's down a jean size. So whatever in our free groups, we're always doing shout outs for people, not always, like annoyingly always, but we're doing that. And then we're also kind of plugging our next challenge groups. So I am rambling a little bit, and I did make a little presentation. So I'm going to share my screen and use this, because otherwise I'll just go off on a tangent. So can you all see this? Okay. All right. So I just love everything about my free group. So I want to talk to you about why you need to use them, how they've changed my business, how you can easily create and lead one. I'll give you some examples of freemiums you can do, and how to drive people from Instagram to Facebook using those, because Instagram is my jam. Do you guys use Instagram? Show of hands. Yeah. Good. If you're not on Instagram, you're doing it wrong. Get on there now, because there's literally millions of people that you can connect with instantly. So definitely do that. Okay, so freemiums. I've got some examples of freemiums that I've done in the past, freemiums that you can do. And the cool thing is you can either do this through Instagram and get them as part of the freemium. They have to add you to Facebook or get their email to create your email list. You can do this through a multitude of ways. If you have a blog, you can put them there. And then you can take it from your blog and put it on Pinterest. You can put it on LinkedIn. So it's really cool because once you have it in place, you can share it a million different places and get so many eyes on your things. Okay, so meal plan. That's the first thing I created. It was the first freemium I ever did. Super easy. I did a 4-week clean eating meal plan. And I'm not a whiz in the kitchen. If you see my food, it's so basic. I am so simple. I could probably eat tacos every day and never get sick of them. So I took some from me because I did have some that I had already put on my blog. And then I took a bunch from Instagram. I loved a couple accounts where they were simple, easy, like 5 ingredients or less. So I just took their recipes and put them on my meal plan. And at the bottom, I cited every website or Instagram accounts that I took recipes from. So I said, some of these are mine. Some of these are taken from, all of mine were from my Instagram accounts that I follow. And I just cited them all. So it's not like, you didn't have to create them all, but I also didn't just straight yoink them and not give credit where credit was due. So that was super easy. And in my meal plan, I have my free player link, free player membership, that basically makes them your customer. You're their coach for free. And so if they order something online later, or they call up and order, size or something, you'll get credit for it. As long as they're not doing the payment plan. So that was super simple, the meal plan, and I still use that, but I do make them sign up for the free player membership before I give that to them. I actually haven't used this one yet, but I did create a, let me see if it's over here, a budgeting 101. If you guys have never heard of Fiverr.com, Fiverr is amazing. Is it over here? No, where did I put it? Let me find it. I just got a Mac. I'm still Mac stupid, so bear with me. See, Beachbody. Let me show you this super cute thing I had made on Fiverr, Fiverr.com. Oh, that's not the one that I want. Yeah, that's not the completed version of it. Doesn't have my I had them put in my Instagram, my Facebook, and my email and stuff down here. So this isn't the completed version, but basically I had all of these notes. This is a budgeting 101 tip. I had all of these just in a Word document, and I sent it to him, and I said, hey, can you make this eye-catching and super simple? And he charged me $5. So
is anybody else's screen frozen? Because mine is frozen.
Can you not see it?
Anybody else's screen frozen? Yeah, maybe try refreshing your screen share, because it's frozen on Freemiums, halfway open.
Yeah, it's froze on me.
Oh, let's see.
Yeah, it looks like it's white.
It says sharing is paused. Bring your shared window to front. What does that even mean? Okay. Let me try this again. Sorry.
No worries. I was I don't know if there, now it's working again.
Okay, so let me see if it does. Well, so you didn't see my budgeting thing at all?
No, you didn't see the website that you were at.
Okay, it was just it wasn't from my website. It was just my personal files. So let's see. Can you see this?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So again, this isn't the completed, but this is what can you still see it?
Yep.
Okay. I don't know. When I share the screen, people go away, so I can't see faces anymore. Okay. So this is, again, I just had everything in a Word document. I sent it to them. And then the only thing I changed is I had them add in my contact info. So they had all that here. And so it looks super cute. And it's something that I'm just going to do a simple email collector to add to my email list, and I'll do that next. I just launched a different freemium on my blog, so that one is kind of on the back burner. Let's see what else I have. I did this. Oh, not that one. And again, Fiverr, Fiverr.com. Okay, this isn't the completed one. I'm like not finding where they are. But so I gave them this and they made it into this really eye-catching thing. It was a cool background. It was a lot prettier to look at. I have a girlfriend that's a registered dietitian and I just said, hey, do you mind if I just pay you to put together some like eat this, not that with some recipes? And, you know, I paid her barely anything. She put this together for me. I could have done it, but I just didn't want to take on anything else. And then I shipped it over to Fiverr.com and they put it together to me and made it really cute. So Elance or Fiverr, Fiverr.com are amazing for freebies. You don't have to make it look like you don't have to do anything special. You can just send it to them, spend $5 or $10 and have them make it look good for you. Just by typing up a couple workouts for somebody to do, like some HIIT workouts or something, that's a freemium. You don't have to get like super intricate, but that's a freemium. Or you could record a couple and put them on your YouTube channel. And, you know, if somebody sends you your email, you'll email them to them. Shalene Johnson, who is just my favorite mentor ever, she really focuses on getting an email list. And I was locked out of Facebook one time. I don't know. They like thought it wasn't me and I had to like send in my ID to Facebook. I was locked out for 12 hours and I was like, holy crap, my business will not work without Facebook. I had 2 calls and I didn't even save their number to my phone. They were in my Facebook Messenger. I was like, oh, I'll just go in and check it tomorrow. They're like coach prospects. And I'm like, so I didn't save your number and I can't log into Facebook and I have 0 ways to contact you. So that was a huge eye-opener to me. So everything I do with my freemiums now, I'm getting your email in return. If you want to follow me on Instagram, I'm just going to type it out here. I didn't put this anywhere. At AprilK_McDonald. Just today, I did a Shakeology giveaway. And I did that and I made them give me their email. I made them tag some friends and I made them follow me on Instagram, and for an extra entry into the raffle, I made them add me to Facebook. So that's right there is an awesome way to get people from Instagram to Facebook. I'm just giving them my free meal plan and some Shakeology samples. And that's how I, you know, try to attract people for usually free or Shako samples. I mean, that's not really costing me anything at all. And as they tag 3 friends, that's, you know, if you get 10 people to enter, 3 people, that's 30 more people that may follow you, see what you're posting. And so things like that, when I do that, that's how I found Kelly, my upline. She was doing a Shakeology giveaway. I only used to use Instagram for giveaways before coaching, and I won a lot of stuff because I spent so much time on Instagram. Excuse me. And so that's the reason I was following her, is because she did a Shakeology giveaway. And then one day she was like, so are you sick of your boss? Is your boss a jerk? Are you feeling unfulfilled? And I was just like, yes, yes, yes. And I got on the phone with her and I signed up that day for coaching, you know, so you just never know who you're going to be connecting to. So I definitely would always try to be giving something away of value, because that's why people are going to follow you. So I talked about budgeting 101, workout. I showed you that eat this, not that. You could easily make a grocery cheat sheet, like a little tips, like, you know, stay on the perimeter of the grocery aisle, you know, little things like that you can put together, and you can just make a post about it on Facebook, on Instagram. Like, hey, if I were to put together some, like a grocery cheat sheet on a sample grocery list, would you guys be interested? You know, comment below. If I get enough, you know, people interested, I'll go ahead and put it together and share it. Or you could ask them to comment below with their email, or, you know, something like that, to grow your email list. Another thing I've done before is a book club. And this was like an exercise book club fitness program, or I can't talk, challenge group. So they didn't have to buy a program to do it. It was a free group, but we read like You're a Badass together, or, you know, you could do whatever. Another thing I did this year was a Bible study group. And so we kind of were doing a, chronological Bible study. So we had each day you had something like assigned to be reading. And it was kind of cool because everybody, people didn't all start on the same time, but we're writing down, we're sharing, and then people will share like an awesome some Christian music that they found really helpful. So that was really cool too. Nothing to do with exercise. Just a really good way to meet people from your target market if that was something that's important to you. I have a girl that's doing a dog walking group and she's rocking it. She's having so much success with that because when you connect with other people that have dogs, that right there, you're connected, you're animal lovers, you're in. You could talk about your dogs forever, if you're a dog lover, and they are just really loving it. I have another girl that's just doing a regular walking group. They're trying to walk 1 to 5 miles a day. She's doing awesome with that. You can literally, anything that's important to you, you can make into a free group, whether it's 7 days, whether it's a month, just do it. So why I love free groups so much are that you can establish trust and respect with somebody right off the bat. Yeah, they don't think you're looking at them like they're just a dollar sign. It's not like I'm like, hey, did you want to buy this 21-day fix from me? It's only on sale until today. And they're like, yeah, my day was fine. Thanks for asking. So that's why I really love the free groups. I feel like you totally get to know people better. They get to know you. They get to see what you're about and not just like, oh, this chick is trying to get me to buy something every time she messages me, because now I have a reason. I can be like, hey, oh my gosh, are your squats killing you? Because my butt is so sore, stuff like that. People are always skeptical. And so just kind of going with that, learning to, trust and respect you. And my motto is add value wherever possible. Some people kind of tell me that I do too much for free. And I'm like, whatever, it's working for me. I'm not too worried about it. I'd rather people tell me like, thank you so much for your help versus like, that chick is all about the paycheck. So, it's really cool. And it's been really easy to duplicate because my team is doing it now. So it's not like I'm running all these free groups by myself. They're doing them, and so we're doing them together, and I can just add my people to this one, or if I have somebody that's better suited for this one, I can add them there. So you don't have to start off and do these all by yourself. Grab a couple of people from your team that you really, connect with and have them do it with you. You guys can all invite your people together, and it can just be a fun time and take a load off of you, especially if you're still working full time. If this is making it like you stressed out and you're thinking, oh my gosh, I can't add one more thing. Just don't relax. It's not that big of a deal. I don't put that much stress on it, and it's still really successful. So, but yeah, I would team up with some people from your team. And then it's awesome because you can just post about it on Instagram. Hey, I have a free 7-day clean eating group. Who's interested in joining me? Add me to Facebook and I always give my Facebook link, like add me to Facebook at facebook.com/april.pinkney.5 and message me. I'm in for clean eating. Or like, I usually make them do like funny messages. Like one time for a clean eating group, I said, oh my gosh, I fell off the wagon. Like that darn thing ran me over. I'm ready to get back on track. If you want to join us, we've got a free 7-day clean eating group. We'll give you a meal plan. All you got to do is add me to Facebook and message me. I'm done being a little turdlet. And they like would message me, and right then and there we're like laughing off the, right off the bat, we're chatting, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I've gotten like 10 messages that said this today, and it cracks me up every time, and then I get to know them. I ask them about their life, and then I add them to our group. If you can make me laugh, like you're my best friend. Humor is so important to me. So I'm always doing silly things like that. Like my Shakeology giveaway today, I made them message me. I live for free stuff or, something like that. I don't know. And so I just make it kind of personal, and I don't want to be like, hey, join my free accountability group. I try to find people that I can really connect with. Okay, so I've been kind of rambling, so I think I've covered all of this. Sign up for the free player membership. There's a link just to send them straight to that. Every month, I make a post about our next group, whether it be the clean eating group, the exercise group. I just go to canva.com. I list it later. So I'll come to that. But canva.com or pickmonkey.com and make a cute little like eye-catching, hey, join my free clean eating challenge or something. And then I just say, comment below, I'm in if you want to join. And super easy for somebody to be like, I'm in, and you may start off only getting like 2 people. That's okay. That's why you can do it with a group of people. Right now, I have so many people that have been doing it for so long. I'll probably have like 45 people. But it's really cool because I don't just rely on that post. I also do that in my forming process. So I'll get to that in a little bit. Like I said, you can tastefully plug upcoming challenge groups in your free group. At the end of our in the middle of a 7-day clean eating group, we started talking about the 21-day fix and our next challenge group, and we're posting transformations. And by Friday, we're like, all right, take your measurements. How'd you do? If you're ready to take it to the next level and join us for our next 21-day fitness and nutrition boot camp, comment below, I'm in, and tag your coach. And then we just reach out to those people that are interested. So it's really cool because it's an easy way. They've provided value. You've provided value all week, and now they are sucked in. They love the support, and they want more. Send out a private message to an invite to upcoming challenge group. So the next page, this is I'm talking about from people that are in your free group. So I do this every month, and it's actually very, very successful. So my sample invite message is, and I can send this to you guys after if you want, is, hey girl, how are things going? I hope you're loving our free exercise group. I have 2 days to make up today. Haha, how about you? And this is like something I literally copied and pasted this from a message I just sent to somebody yesterday. I said, and then in the same message, I said, since you're wanting to improve your fitness, I was wondering if you'd be interested in joining our next fitness and nutrition bootcamp starting August 10th. Okay, I think I sent this last week, just kidding. I provide the meal plans, the workouts, the portion control containers, and the motivation. I also am mailing out free shaker cups to all my August 10th boot campers as an extra thanks for being a rock star. Would you want to find out if it's for you or not? So I have a ton of shaker cups because I ordered them for my team for Summit, and they never came, even though I ordered them 3 weeks at a time. So I'm doing free shaker cups to anybody that buys the challenge pack. And so this girl, I went through, I started talking to her. I asked her about her goals. I asked her about her struggles, if it was fitness or nutrition. And I just kind of asked her, and basically she was telling me everything that she was struggling with. 21-day fix would help her. So I just went through and kind of talked to her about how it would help her. And I asked her about her goals and, asked her what it would mean to her for her to lose those 30 pounds, getting her that emotional connection. And then, by the end of the night, she bought a challenge pack and she was really, really excited. So it doesn't always happen that way, but anyways, you're planting a seed. And even if they say, oh, I really can't by then, but can you think of me next month? Boom, I'm going to put her in my planner for, 3 weeks from now, and I'm going to message her then. So this message right there, that the key, I think, is making this first part really relatable. Like, my people know that I suck at my free groups. I do them all the time. I am a go-getter for my workouts, but like when I'm like 30 squats, I already worked out, I'm over it. Like, so they all make fun of me. They're like, wonder how many days April has to make up for. And so it's kind of fun. So I would just definitely make this personal. So if it's push-ups, talking about how sore you are and how, oh my gosh, it was a struggle to open a jar today or something. So making that first part really personal, I think, is a big, big help. Okay, so have you ever been forming somebody and it's going nowhere and you feel like you've been talking to them for 2 days about like the weather and weird stuff, and you're like, this is awkward, I don't know what else to say, and then one of you just stops responding or you forget about it or something? I got really tired of that, and I was like, there has to be some way that I can stop this, because I don't want them to be responding to me because they feel obligated. So now I get in and I get out, and I'm going to form them. I'm going to ask them about their kids. I'm going to, find out how their job is going, stuff like that. And then at the end, I'm going to say, hey girl, I got to get going, but I'm always looking for more positive women to join my free exercise group. How about I add you and we can keep each other accountable? And they may say, what's it entail? Yada, yada. And I say, oh, I'll just add you. It's like 5 minutes or less a day of extra exercise just to add on to your everyday routine. And we post every day. The schedule and stuff is all in there. It's super self-explanatory. You'll see it when I add people, or when I add you. I don't like wait for them to tell me no. I'm just like, no, girl, you're doing this with me. You'll see it in there. It's totally easy. You can take a screenshot of it. Just do it after your workout every day. And so I just tell people, like, it's 5 minutes or less of exercise, but we're going to do this. And it works really well. I think maybe twice ever in almost 2.5 years, somebody's told me no. And I'm like, what? No? You don't want my free exercise group? Okay. And they usually turn out to be somebody that if they don't want a free exercise group, they probably don't want to spend $130 on Shakeology. So that's kind of like, oh, well, you're good. I'll maybe check back with you later. So that's why I really love free groups. And the people that are so appreciative and are really participating in free groups, that is like a red flag. That person is going to be an amazing coach. I have found so many coaches from my free groups because I'm like, this chick is posting every day. She needs to be a coach. What I do when I have people that are posting really regularly, I'll shout them out, and then I usually send them a private message and say, I am so proud of you. You're awesome. I just want to send you a little free gift. Do you mind sending me your address so I can shoot you something? And I usually send them like a Shakeology packet and like a little workout headband or something that I got from like Target, and I buy them in a bundle and I just give them like 1 or 2. I'm not like a huge gift giver, but like something like that, I probably have only done that to 4 people. I'm not always doing it. It's if somebody like is really impressive, like they did the entire month and they do it every month, and then they invite people and they like refer people to me, kind of things like that. So, I mean, you could do it with you can do it with something free. You could do it with another freemium you're creating. Like, hey girl, I just wanted to email you something I'm working on. I just put together a free meal plan and I wanted to give it to you personally because, you're just really rocking this group. It doesn't have to be anything. You can even ask for their address and send them just a handwritten card talking about how proud you are of them, and a $5 Starbucks gift card. Like, it doesn't have to be about the money, but that little handwritten card is going to mean so much to them. And so that's where I've really been successful with just kind of when those people stand out to me, I hone in on them because that person is either going to be a customer or a coach for sure. Okay, so some types of free groups. Every month we do a 7-day clean eating group, the first Monday of the month. Our 30-day free exercise group starts the first day of the month every month. This isn't necessarily a freemium, but this is a free group that we run every month. And so we just started today our 5-day coach sneak peek. That's the second Monday of every month, Monday through Friday. Our team has put together videos and we post twice a day, and we kind of just talk to them about the things that they're usually worried about. Like, I'm not fit enough. I don't know enough people. We kind of go through all of those objections, and that is super successful. I remember in February, we did it, and I ended up signing like 7 coaches right off the bat after that group. I added a ton of people in February, but I usually get 1 coach from this every month. So the key to that is being very engaging. If you're not posting yourselves as coaches, it won't work either. Do you guys currently do like a 5-day sneak peek group? Yeah. Okay. I'm seeing some people say, yeah. The biggest advice I can give you for that is if there's a question like in that 5-day sneak peek, I want you to answer it just like you're expecting your potential coaches to. So if it's what interests you about coaching, talk to them about why you originally joined, why you originally were interested, or why, what kind of got your interest, and tag your people on your response. So instead of just waiting for all your prospective coaches to respond, I want you to each month respond to every single post as if like, when I first started, this was why I did it. That's the biggest thing. If you're not participating, like last month, I didn't participate. I was traveling and stuff, and I had a couple girls in there, but nothing came of it. And I knew it was because I didn't participate. I didn't tag them, stuff like that. So water challenge, we've done this before, a 7-day, give up soda, no sugary drinks, no juice. and just strictly drinking water. We give tips on how to, add tea bags to it, mint, cucumber, lime, whatever. And that was really cool because we got people that normally don't, do our exercise groups, because there's some people that just don't enjoy exercise. They're not going to sign up for extra exercise, And so the water challenge was a big hit with people that they're like, okay, I'm not ready to start exercising yet, but I can give up soda for a week. That's actually been something on my to-do list for a while. So I would definitely go through and do that. That's a great, great thing.
Are you using all my data?
I can hear somebody if you guys want to mute yourself. Okay, how to create groups. You're probably a pro at this. So the reason why I made this group is this post is it's not as hard as you think. How to create a group? Well, one, create a group on Facebook by clicking create group and naming it. Ask 2 to 3 teammates to help you and add their potential coach clients as well. Slap a cover photo in there. You can go to PicMonkey or Canva. I personally love Canva. There's a Facebook cover option, and it has the right size and everything. I just search I'll do pink polka dot iPhone background, and then I'll save the image, I'll upload it, and I'll put it in there. There's a bunch of images, but some of them they want you to pay $1, and I'm like, oh, heck no. And I just go Google one and save it to my computer, and then I can upload it. Canva is amazing. All of my group photos, all of my shout outs, if I do non-scale victories, everything is in there, and it's free. It's awesome. Make an exercise, if it's an exercise group, make an exercise schedule grab it on Pinterest. Add your team name on there somewhere, and then add it to the pin post so people can always easily find it. And then you can just tag your person as you add them. I add people all throughout the month, because as I'm forming people, I'm inviting them. So all throughout the month, I'm adding people. So instead of just, filling up the wall with welcome, da-da-da, welcome, da-da-da, we just tag everybody on that pin post. And that's very helpful with notifications as well. Post about it on Facebook and Instagram. I don't care if you have 100 followers on Instagram, just do it. You're going to build your Instagram account, and people are going to be doing that. Interact with other people, invite people, sending a direct message to add you on Facebook. You don't have to add them, ask them about their group, but just kind of say your post is awesome. I just love how, you put yourself out there, and I just really connect with you. So, I just wanted to tell you that, you're very inspiring. And if you have Facebook, I'd love to connect with you there, give them your link, and that's it. And then from there, when they add me, then I can form them and invite them to my free group. I don't talk about free groups and stuff on Instagram. I really focus on relationships. I don't know if you guys have ever who's ever gotten somebody post on your thing, they're like, hey, add me to Facebook for my 3-week fitness and accountability group. And you're like, oh my gosh, if you would have taken 3 seconds, you would have known that I'm a coach. So no, go away, you spammy person. I hate that so bad. It's one of my biggest pet peeves. Please do not do that. I remember a while ago, I used to report people that did that. And now I'm like, okay, that's a little intense, April. They probably don't realize they're being spammy. But it bothered me so bad that I would be delete, comment, and report a spam. So don't do that, because a lot of people, it just really irritates them. Focus on relationships. I am a big runner, so I look at my hashtags, and I have a lot of, love to run or something like that. So I go with hashtags that isn't 800 bajillion people are using, but you don't want it to be something that you're the only person using that either. So find something that's not too generalized, not too specific, and search people there, comment on their post, follow them, like some of their stuff. They're going to want to come to your page and see what you're about. So that's kind of just a way, but that's a whole nother thing I could talk about. I love Instagram. So Kelly Hanner's also really great at that. If you look at Kelly and I's YouTube, there's training on Instagram for that as well. PM people, this is Facebook, for the people who have given you I don't have the money excuse, and invite them to your free group personally. And then always invite anyone you message every day if you aren't inviting to the 21-day fix. So as you're doing your 3 to 5 people you're messaging, at that end of the conversation, every single person should be invited to that free group, because that's just an awesome way to stay connected with them. So say you're just forming somebody and then you're like, okay, so I formed them and then that conversation went nowhere. And now what do I say to follow up? This makes it so easy because you can be like, hey girl, how's your workouts going? You know, and if you didn't add them to this free group and you just randomly message somebody, how are your workouts going? They're going to be like, oh my gosh, this girl is either trying to sell me something or she's trying to make me feel bad about myself because she thinks I need to work out because apparently I look like that, you know? So I just think that it's so easy. It's like an icebreaker into being able to talk to them about it. How to invite people. I talked about Facebook and Instagram, use canva.com, fiverr.com, Elance. Fiverr and Elance are for you to hire somebody to make like eye-catching images, or, you know, say you have your meal plan, but you want it to look awesome. You can hire somebody to do that. Pay for Facebook ads to drive traffic. That's if you have a like page. You can always pay for a Facebook ad. You set the minimum maximum. So if you want to pay $5 and just use one of those ads that's like, hey, like my page, and just shoot me a message if you want my free meal plan. You know, that's a great way to get it out. Again, if you have a blog, put it there. Share it to Pinterest, share it to LinkedIn. It's so easy once you have a freemium to share it on like 1,700 platforms. So, the hard part, get it done. May take a little while. It may take you a week, you know, if you're working busy, but just do it. Don't make it into something it's not. Break it into little segments. So instead of being like, okay, I need to create my freemium and putting it on your to-do list every day, maybe break it down. And so, okay, today I'm going to find 5 recipes for breakfast. And then the next day I'm going to find 5 recipes for lunch. And then the next day, you know, so break it down into smaller tasks. And it's so much easier to do. I was creating a freemium. I did a 5-day fitness and nutrition boot camp that I just launched. It was a ton of work and it was on my to-do list forever. It had just been like, create freemium. And I would never do it. I'd be like, I think I'm just going to send these 5 messages instead. So once I broke it down into like, okay, record 5 exercise videos this week, I would be like, I can do that. So break it into smaller tasks so you don't keep putting it off. Like, having a freemium is probably on your should-do list, but you need to put it on your I have done list because it's really not that hard. It's okay if it sucks. If your first one is terrible, who cares? You have plenty of time to adjust it and make it better. Just put it out there and offer it to people. My meal plan, I've smudged it, you know, I've made it a little different, but it's honestly really not that good. I just like copied and pasted stuff. It could be so much better. I could have pictures. It could be awesome. But it works, and I have gotten a ton of emails and referrals and amazing coaches and customers out of it. So it doesn't have to be perfect at all. Invite your friends and family. It was so fun to be able to be like, my grandma is always like asking for recipes. And I was like, give me your email, grandma. I'll, send you my freemium. My aunt and my little cousin, I say little, but he's like taller than me now. They both were doing it, and he lost like 10 pounds just using my meal plan. It doesn't even talk about portion sizes or anything. It just gives you ideas about meals, and he lost 10 pounds doing it. I'm like, dude, that's awesome. Like, that was because of something I put together. So again, I don't have any hopes that my cousin's gonna buy a fitness program for me at all, but it makes me so happy that something I did is personally helping people. Like I said, it doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be all original content. You don't have to be Chef Ramsay, in the kitchen to put this together. It can be whatever. Just make it happen now. Don't wait, and invite your teammates to help you. That's the best thing, is that even if it is stressing you out, like your free groups or whatever, grab a teammate or 2 that you get along with, and then you can add your coaches and your potential customers and coaches there and do it there. It doesn't matter if you have 5 people. That's 5 people that may just be rock stars, or you may just change their life by offering them the 21-day fix. So that's kind of all I had. I wanted to save some time if you guys have any questions. So Marissa, you can.
Thank you so much for sharing everything. That's awesome. You guys are doing amazing things. I wanted to ask you, you kind of went over it mostly, but is this pretty much like how you teach a new coach that's on your team, like from day one, how to kind of be successful? You have them start with a freemium?
First off, I have them get into my free group. The first month, they're in my free group. And then the second month, they are supposed to get with another coach and do it themselves.
Okay. So they go in your free group as like, you treat them like they're a client of yours, but really they're a coach. Or are they kind of like a fly on the wall, or are they participating?
No, they're participating and they're adding their customers.
Okay, gotcha.
Next month, we start a new group every month. We were doing it ongoing, but then there was like 1,000 people and like 10 people posting.
Yeah.
So we start a new group every month. And that's nice too, because when they're starting a new group with their clients, they don't have to have their clients in 2 different groups and that be confusing. So I focus on the free groups first. And then the second month, because I feel like the first month as a coach, you have enough stuff to worry about. The freemium is not something you need to be adding to your plate. Then the second month, that's when I'm just like, okay, what are you going to do for free? How are you going to get people from Instagram interested in, you know, what you have to do? And I focus on getting them to do features and stuff on Instagram if they're doing my Imitate My Instagram group. And so I'm like, you have to have something to offer them a value or they're not going to come follow you, you know? So if they do a feature on Instagram, they're going to be like, hey, you know, follow me and for my free meal plan, you know, something like that. So yeah, that's kind of like a second month thing, the freemium. And I shared with them my free meal plan and I say, take mine, edit it, make it your own, add your own changes. So I kind of give them that and they can run with it, but I have a lot that just create their own.
One other question: when you have them do the freemium, how do you teach them that? Do you reiterate that multiple times that it's about the relationship with the person throughout the whole process, so they understand it's not just okay, cool, put them in my free group and forget about them, and then they're going to buy a challenge pack from me next month? Like, how do you teach them to interact with those people to cultivate that relationship?
I just think that that's such a big part of our team that I am always focusing on being like, don't be that person that's out for a sale. Don't be that person that's, you know, like name dropping 21-day fix here, I want you to make relationships with people before you're inviting them to buy anything. So I just, from day one, from that first time on that getting started right call, I am reiterating that you are not, the best thing about being a coach is to focus on building relationships before making sales. I tell my coaches, talk to people like you're talking to your best friend. And that's how you invite people to everything. And so I don't really have to do too much because that's really such a big part of our team dynamic is relationship first. Because they know that I get so irritated with like spammy posts like, hey, join me here. And I tell them, I from learning from my mistakes, I used to forget about clients all the time. I used to be really good at my free groups and people would buy challenge packs and 3 months later I'd be like, oh my gosh, that girl totally bought T25. What is she doing? So I talk to people about how I literally had no organization. I would like forget about clients left and right. And so I kind of really just try to focus on, hey, this is what I do and let them duplicate it and learn from my mistakes.
I like it. I think it's great.
Thank you.
One other thing too, before I know I'm like,
that's okay. I don't have to get going, so like we can go a little over. It's okay if anybody has questions.
But I just wanted to see, you mentioned a lot of like little things that you could do, small ways that you could invest into your business that help, you know, lead to you regaining, you know, getting a lot more back from it. So do you think that was a big part of you moving your business forward so quickly, like you have done, is like those little investments that you made, so that took time that you didn't have to invest in making those little things, you know, just throwing a couple of dollars at it instead of spending all the time making it? Do you think that was a big part of your success as a coach?
To be honest, I didn't start doing that until this year. I was kind of a control freak and I did everything myself. I worked a full-time job. I was planning a wedding. I was doing Beachbody coaching and I was not sleeping. So Shalene Johnson with her Smart Success finally drilled it in that you do not need to do everything yourself. So that was when this year was really when I started. I have an Elance guy. He does so much stuff for me. I'm getting on the Zoom call with him this week to, instead of being like, I pay you $2 for this and $5 for this, I'm just going to pay him a monthly fee and be like, I want you to do all of this. So when you may have a couple different people for different things. I've had the same guy for a long time that does a lot of really good visual art stuff. And so we have a good relationship. And so you may have a bad experience, but don't give up. Like, you will find somebody that you love. And it makes such a big difference. Like, not being like, I'm going to make my team leaderboard this week, or I'm not going to spend 20 minutes. True story. I spent 25 minutes trying to make a YouTube cover photo and it still wouldn't freaking fit in the size that YouTube. And I'm like, because I didn't want to pay this girl $20, I wasted like 30 minutes. So, yes, definitely.
I think I wasted like 3 hours on that. So I was like, how the hell do you do this? And I ended up hiring an assistant and I was like, watch this video and it tells you how to do it and then make me a cover.
Yeah, I still have to do. I like just gave up. Mine's like half my name is cut off. I'm like, I really need to have somebody do this still. But yeah, if you can get people, just do it. Like, you spend $5 at Starbucks and you're wasting your money versus this. It's amazing. So yeah, as soon as you can delegate it out, do it. Don't feel guilty, because you want to think about what your hour is worth. If you think about what you can make per hour versus what you're paying this person, it's like, that's dumb. Yes, have them do that.
Love it. Well, thank you so much. And anybody else, I think I muted all the lines, so let me
I have a question.
Okay, go for it.
It's a two-parter. So right out of the gate, you run your husband's business center. I just recently signed my husband up a week and a half ago.
Good for you.
And I'm like at a loss as to how to comfortably do that. Like, do I tell clients, hey, I'm going to send you, like, I'll go to the mobile app and put them in his, and then it's going to be my husband's business center.
Don't make a big deal about it. Honestly, I just say, hey, I'm going to send you, whether it's a customer or coach, I say, you're actually going to see that Matt McDonald's your coach. Don't worry about it. That's my husband. I work his business, but I'm going to be your coach. And they don't ask me. Yeah.
Okay. That's good to know. I need to know that. And then the next one was, you said you do a new group every month. You don't just keep the same one running. So do you just discontinue it and then rebuild a whole new group page every month?
Yep. So we will post in the group, hey, if you want to join, and then we tell people, like, we're not going to be using this group anymore. Feel free to leave. Because you can't actually delete a group. You can remove everyone and then remove yourself, but it's not worth the time. I remove myself after a couple of months, just because too, Facebook doesn't want you to be in a ton of groups once you have a bunch. But yeah, we're just like, okay, this group isn't going to be anymore. So make sure you get added to the next group.
Okay, good. Because I've been running for the last 3 months the same group, and I was looking at everybody in it, and I was like, they're not even, like you said, there's like 10,000 people and 10 postings.
And some people are going to be like, yes, I want to do squats, and the next month is burpees. They're going to be like, no, don't sign up for that. So that's another reason too.
Cool. All right. Thank you very much.
Anybody else? Are you all free pros?
I have a question. You said that on Instagram you do like free Shakeology giveaways. So what exactly are you doing? How many are you giving away?
I did 2 free Shako packets, chocolate, and I said vegan options are available, and then a shaker cup, because I have freaking 5 boxes of shaker cups, and my free meal plan. So they're gonna get 2 shake samples, a shaker cup, and my free 4-week meal plan. And so I had them right there. Got 3 friends, follow me, and they got a bonus entry if they add Bamboo.
But
you could just
turn those into a customer.
What'd you say?
How often do you turn those into customers?
I think this is only my 3rd time doing a giveaway. I really just like getting followers from it, because that's how I found my coach. I just followed her for a couple months after she did that Chaco giveaway, and then she just made a post one day that just hit me. And I was like, yes, I need to be a part of what you're doing. So it's not necessarily about turning that person right away into a coach, but just getting more eyes on your stuff. And that's why it's important every week to invite people to coaching, every week to invite people to challenge groups.
Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm. Anybody else? Okay, well, I don't know if anybody was saying something. I just hope that if you guys aren't on Instagram, just use that to your advantage. I think I started with 200 followers. I have a little over 11,000 now, and I get about 85% of my customers and coaches from Instagram because, Facebook is great, but I kind of just felt like,
She froze.
I may have plateau here. And am I frozen?
Oh, no, I came back.
Oh, okay. You can always add yourself to groups on Facebook. I'm not a mom, but I'm in a Charlotte mom group, and I made a post one day that I babysit if anybody ever needs me. And from that post, I added people, I talked to them. I have 3 customers that buy challenge packs every month. They won't sign on to be discount coaches. We're working on that, but I get 6 successful points every month from people that just love their Shakeology and love the next, program that they want to do. So, I have a German Shepherd. I'm obsessed with him. I'm in German Shepherd groups. I'm posting questions there. You can do like holistic groups. And then talking to people on Instagram about people that are in your target market. That's just been a really other big thing. So do your research on that. Shalene Johnson does an Instagram impact training. It's amazing. It's $100. You can split it with a ton of people. She doesn't care if you do that. So definitely do that because that's a great way to expand your market.
Kelly did a call for us on Instagram, which is kind of the guru, and that's who I learned from. So Kelly was destroying Instagram. I think she has like 42,000 followers, and she actually is the one that really got me to start doing Instagram. And I started with 4 or 5, and I have 13. I kind of stopped doing features because I haven't found a good feature account that I like. I think Fit Girls Inspired just got totally over featured, and they weren't doing well for me anymore. But I love Instagram. Even without getting featured, I'm still signing people now that came from features that I did, months ago. Mm-hmm. So if anybody wants that call that Kelly did, she's the guru. She's the April learned from her, and she found April on Instagram, and April's duplicating that. So Instagram, I love Instagram. I feel like the people on Instagram are just more committed in general than on Facebook.
Well, the people on Instagram are following you because they like what you're putting out there. So it's not like, I went to school with this person, so we're Facebook friends. It's like, this chick is following me because she thinks my dog is cute and she likes running, So right then and there, you're already connected with somebody for something. Usually it's, for me, a lot of times it's running. It's another animal lover. It's somebody that has stomach issues, stuff like that. So. Yeah.
Well, thank you so much, April. I appreciate it. I recorded this call, so anybody that wants to share it with their team, and if you want it, I'm going to post it on my YouTube. I can send you the link if you want to share it.
That'd be great.
Anyone.
That'd be great. Thanks.
Thank you so much, and I'll see you. I'll be on your call next week, right? So, I think.
Yeah, the 20th.
Okay. I have it written in my planner. No worries.
So, yeah,
thanks so much. I appreciate it.
Thank you, April.
Have a good night, guys.
Bye.
Thank you.